Hello, my name is Adali. This is my oral book report about a lesson before dying. I will start with the introduction. Throughout the history, humankind has been divided in many ways. One of the commons is the segregation between white and black people. A Lesson Before Dying is a fictional novel written by Ernest Gaines in 1993. Jefferson, the main character of the book, was condemned to electrical chair for being at the wrong place at the wrong time, for not knowing what to do with people lay down the floor at group stored after a murder. Jefferson, the only witness, was named a hog. About the plot description, the story takes place in a community called Bayonne, Louisiana. It tells the story of Jefferson, who was accused of murdering a white man and sentenced to death by electrocution. The defense attorney stated that Jefferson is a fool and incapable of planning a robbery or even to kill someone, thus he called him a hog. However, the white jury found Jefferson guilty of all charges. In order Jefferson would die with dignity, his good mother, Miss Emma, thought that Grant Wiggins, the teacher of that community, could help him to die as a man, not as a hog. While the story is being told, some important characters such as Dante Lou, Vivian, Paul appear to support him during the process. The story of Jefferson represents a black society which are being discriminated against for color, skin, and lack of intelligence. Within Bayonne, politics isn't in charge of white men and education as well. My opinion about the book, the author uses Jefferson as a symbol who represents injustice, discrimination, racist society. The purpose of this story is to make people aware about segregation. In this book, not all people have equal rights and shows the cruelty of humankind. Not all black people experience or respond to racism in the same manner, and these differences can result in conflict and misunderstanding. The author makes the reader feel compassion about Jefferson, since it seemed he could not defend himself. No matter what the evidence says, Jefferson will be found guilty. That illustration is very disheartening and miserable. It is an excellent book because its content and it is easy to understand everything from the beginning of the story. Moreover, reader feel compassion about him. Even Grant, who was in disagreement about teaching him things related to life, all people must read this in order to understand that racism is a really important matter even nowadays, and we need a quick change within the society we live in. I found two quotes. In the following quote, Gaines emphasized racism and discrimination. Do you know what a myth is, Jefferson? I asked him. A myth is an old lie that people believe in. White people believe that they are better than anyone else on the earth, and that's a myth. That's my favorite. And the second quote, Gaines emphasized the hope of black people represented by Jefferson. No, I said, you can have it your way. You can take it from him, but you won't reach him if you do. The only thing that keeps him from thinking he's not a hog is that radio. Take that radio away and let's see what you can do for the soul of a hog. Well, I highly recommend the book for those, for people who dislike injustice and believe that we can build a better society, making awareness about the importance of being inclusive without a racist thought. I give 5 stars. It is a great story that is worth reading. My conclusion about this, Lesson Before Dying teaches us the importance of human rights. The way we treat other people shows the way we really are. There are many themes that Gaines did emphasis, such as injustice, discrimination, racist society, oppression, segregation, and even redemption in death. Despite the fact that the white lawyer named Jefferson a hog, he demonstrated to all his people that his life mattered as any other, and dying as a man would defy unfair white society. sentence was done by being black without taking into account the real version of the story. We might think that being racist is a matter of the past. However, in some countries as United States, racism is still a really important matter that people go outside to protest, and Black Lives Matter, as the case of George Floyd, the recent case. Like him, there are many cases of abuse from white people. We all bleed the same color without seeing skin. Besides, it's an important book not only because it describes the racial segregation, but also for themes such as language, sex, and religion that all of us must think about before judging without having a critical thinking in education. Thank you so much.